right, hey everybody, it's Big Ed here, and I am excited as usual about this upcoming game 2 days from now with the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. I know we've been talking about this a lot over the last couple of days. Tonight in the studio we have Dave Lumpy Williams, and we have Carey, the Flying Hawaiian.
Iona.
Iona. I was going to say Iacona, but then I realized that I would be totally off on that. We just call you Carey all the time, so I apologize about that. So
It's all good.
it's all good. Yeah. Seems like we're having trouble with the YouTube feed, but we do have us on the Facebook feed, so that's good. We'll be able to share that information and be able to record this for you guys, put it online, and you guys will be able to watch this. So this is our episode number 10. A lot of going on this weekend in sports. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch any of the games. Hold on one second. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch any of the games with the college games this weekend or anything like that. I know last night or the night before when we had the U. Seems like the U was back again when they played Notre Dame. That was an interesting game. So I don't know if you guys had a chance to see that one. What about our boy Bill Belichick coming back again, huh?
A little rough start.
No? What's that?
A little bit of a rough start, huh?
Yeah. So welcome. I said welcome
Who's he
back.
coaching for?
He's good at UNC.
North Carolina.
He got paid millions and millions of dollars to go to the University of North Carolina. I mean, last night you had Jordan on the sideline. You had
Wow.
I don't know who was the guy singing. They had some famous singer singing right before the game. So you had all these guys that were actually there, and then it was horrible. I mean, they played them tough for the first quarter, and they just couldn't hold on. They played TCU, and TCU is a darn good football team. So it was just interesting to see once again. And, of course, my Maryland Terps won. I know not many people in the Philly area really care about that, but
I follow the Terps.
Oh, you got to follow the Terps, man. Big Ten football is where it's at,
Ohio
State, they won this weekend.
Yeah, they beat Texas.
They beat barely won.
Arch Manning.
That was a close game, man.
Yeah. Well,
Arch will be okay.
Yeah.
He's a little bit rough of a game, but I think he's going to be okay.
You think he'll be all right? Okay.
I do. He hasn't had a whole lot of playing experience in a couple games. He sat for a couple years, but I think once he gets some game experience and sees the speed of it, not like, and too, game speed is different than practice speed. Even in practice is full speed. It's not the same as game speed.
Listen, the speed of the game is what makes it different. You have a lot of big guys that play football, right? Here's the deal. And still, this brings me back to many, many years ago. And, on my Facebook page, I posted my old picture, and somebody thought it was like, oh, they can tell Bundy. I was like, I kind of laughed. And then my mom chimed in, which was actually kind of funny because my mom was like, that's my son. So anyway, we're watching, with Florida State. When we played Florida State back in 1993, I mean, this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, when they had Charlie Ward, they had Warwick Dunn, they had Derek Brooks, Derek Alexander, all these guys, and the speed.
All the Florida recruits.
Yeah.
Oh, the speed of that team. When they did their warm-ups, right, they were doing flips, backflips, jumping over each other, doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And we had big guys. Our guys were big. We had probably one of the fastest guys in the league, Jermaine Lewis. And then he took one right on the opening kickoff for a touchdown. That was pretty cool. But
I always wondered. I'm sorry. I always wondered what Charlie Ward would have turned out as an NFL quarterback. How he would have turned out.
He wouldn't have.
You don't think so?
No. So remember, Carey. Do I think it would have been good? I think it would have been good, yes. But that's a time when Doug Flutie, another Heisman winner, couldn't really get a fair shake because they said he was too small. And Charlie Ward's even shorter. So I don't think we got a fair shake at it.
Yeah, he was short. I mean, he had the benefit of having some of the best athletes on the league, in the league or in college. I mean, when we played them, Danny Cannell the next year when we played them, he was every bit as serviceable. Now Ward was just a great athlete. He also played basketball too. So I mean, you look, here's a guy who can play like in the NBA and play in the NFL, which is crazy. So
yeah,
they were just a different.
That's it.
But let's talk about team speed. And just the speed of these guys are just unbelievable. And what I always tell kids is like, your defensive linemen in the NFL are faster than any high school running back. They're faster than any high school wide receiver. And they're like 300 and something pounds. And they're coming at you. It's like getting hit by a train. I mean, I think people need to understand like how fast these guys are and just how great athletes they are. I mean, unless you really know it and see it, you see it on the game, but everything looks the same speed because everybody is the same speed. But my goodness, when those guys run, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like the curse of the Florida quarterbacks in the NFL. Like none of them ever make it in the NFL. They all Tim Tebow, Casey Weldon.
Carey, I'll throw it, Carey. We played Hofstra in college when they were transitioning to Division I. So when you transition from Division III to Division I, every year you bring in more recruits, like more scholarship players. So we were playing them. They were for like half of their scholarships. We're doing walkthroughs, and I'm on the field walking back to the locker room. I look down there. I think these guys are humongous. Huge. They turn around, and their jackets all said Hofstra cheerleading. That was their cheerleaders.
Wow.
Their cheerleaders were all like 6'2", 6'3", like 275. And then their football team.
Cheerleaders?
They're cheerleaders. They're men cheerleaders. Yeah, guy cheerleaders, not women. They were guy cheerleaders.
Oh, okay.
Not the girl. I'm sorry.
I got to see this, man.
They're men's cheerleaders. They were huge. And the team got the bus. And they had, I said, half the guys on the team were Division I transfers who were guys who were someplace else, couldn't make it. So they go to a smaller school that's transitioning. They still get scholarship. They're still Division I. They were just huge. It's huge. So
I don't knock male cheerleaders, man. I don't knock them.
No.
That's a heck of a job, man. If I could do it, I would do it, but
not easy.
Just me. Nope, not easy at all.
I know. Believe me, I know. I could never be at the top of the pyramid, though. I tried once. It just didn't work for me.
You kill people below you, Ed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I never got.
You got to look up.
Exactly. All right. So listen, great college football games this weekend. We had we talked about some of the bigger games. I mean, a lot of teams are playing. Penn State, they played. Who did Penn State play this weekend? There's somebody weak they played. Virginia, they played Robert Morris. I mean, they're smaller schools.
Penn State played. I'm sorry. Penn State played FIU this week. Last week, Penn State played Nevada.
Nevada,
yeah.
Huge mismatch.
Yeah, I mean they do play. I mean, a lot of mismatches, but a lot of teams they stack their schedules. I look at Maryland last week. They played Florida and Atlantic.
Yeah,
and next week they're going to play. They're going to be playing Towson. Just to start the schedule, start the year. Once they get into the crux of the season, the Big Ten is no joke.
Yeah.
That's what I used to love about John Chaney, man. He would schedule like the toughest basketball games he possibly could for his team.
Yeah.
He didn't go for any patsies or anything. I always respected that about him.
Well, the one thing to Chaney, the reason not to shift gears to Chaney, but on Chaney, the reason why he did that is because he wanted to, he wanted notoriety for his team. I mean, Temple's a good school and all, but he wants to play like the best of the best.
Yeah. That matchup zone.
We had a comment from Rob Crowell asking me about those mighty Golden Gophers. I don't even know who the Golden Gophers played this week, Rob. So
Minnesota.
Huh?
Coach P.J. Fleck.
From the Golden Gophers?
That's who Minnesota's head coach is, P.J. Fleck.
Okay. Thank you for that nugget.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
The more you know, the more you know.
I know. Well, thank you. I could tell you watched your cartoons when you were a kid, Yeah. No, but seriously, I don't know anything about the Golden Gophers, but I was going to say, if Rob, did the Golden Gophers win? Lump, do your research, find out.
Weren't they coached? They were coached by Hayden Fox, and
no, that was the Golden Gophers.
That was the Screaming Eagles. My bad.
That was the Screaming Eagles. Yeah,
my bad. I get them confused.
Man, somebody's going to throw stuff at you.
Yes.
That's it. You're done. You're flagged. Yeah. No. Yeah. So
Minnesota played Buffalo last week. Huh? Buffalo, the team that they transitioned a couple years ago to Division One. Right. Minnesota won 23-10. It's a mismatch game. Your worst team from the Big Ten, the ACC, they're mismatches over the best teams in some of the smaller conferences.
Yeah,
but they're warm-up games.
Over last year.
I mean, listen. These are games from last week for the Big Ten schools. Rutgers played Ohio University. Right. Minnesota played Buffalo. Nebraska played Cincinnati. That's a good game. Wisconsin played Miami of Ohio. Illinois played Western Illinois. Michigan State played Western Michigan. Penn State played Nevada. Oregon played Montana State. Indiana played Old Dominion. Maryland played FAU.
Right.
Florida Atlantic. Purdue played Ball State. Tulane played Northwestern. That's a throw-up game. Iowa played Albany. And they're all games that are just, not that they're rum-dum games, but they're...
but like they started your season, you want to start with the win.
Sure.
And like I said, I knew West Virginia, they played Robert Morris.
Yeah. I mean, USC played Missouri State. They won 73-13.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, you have UCLA, who crapped the bed against Utah and lost 43-10.
Yeah. Now the Utes. Who won 2 Utes? Anyway.
Ute.
All right. Let's shift gears. Thanks, Rob, for chiming in tonight. And Denise, thank you for your comment. I'm trying to figure. Yeah, there was a comment there for me. So how about that? Anyway, so the next one we're going to talk about, the guys, a little bit about the Phils. I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier today. We talked about that last night. I think the Phillies actually got lucky last night when they were playing the Brewers. And I'm not one to talk about umpires or whatnot, but
hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good.
What's that?
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good. I mean, luck's a part of every sport.
I mean, last night that's a def. Because last night I just feel like they just when they had a couple of those check swings, I could understand why those fans. If that happened in Philly, those guys would be freaking out. Darn right well.
Yeah.
They want that guy's head on. Yeah. So,
hey, but I mean, this is a big series for the Phillies. They're Phillies have 80. They're 80-58. Milwaukee's 85-54. The five game difference between the two of them.
Right.
I mean, really, they're playing for the number one seed. Number one seed is your bye. Your top 2 seeds get a bye, but it's your bye and your home field advantage. I mean, this is a big series for them. They're on 6-4 in the last 10 games. Milwaukee's 4-6. They've lost 2 in a row. Looks like the Phillies are off. Their offense is clicking.
I mean, this is huge. If they get a couple games back, from there, that's going to help them.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Mets series made me nervous. They didn't look good in that series at all.
No,
they really didn't.
Yeah,
and it's really like the Mets have their number for whatever reason.
Yeah, they just don't match up with the Mets.
But here's the good thing for the Phillies. So they play Milwaukee 3 more games tonight, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they have Miami. Should be a little bit of a down series because Miami's not as good. I mean, they're not as good as the Phillies are. Right. Then we have 4 against the Mets. That's a big series for us. Mm-hmm. We have 3 against Kansas City. That's an okay series. Kansas City's blah. 3 against the Dodgers, tough series. 3 against Arizona, tough series. 3 against Miami. Then 3 more against the Minnesota Twins. So I mean, they're finishing out with both good and bad teams. But listen, when you get to the playoffs, you got to play both good and the bad teams and beat them all.
Yeah,
it's a good test for them, I think.
Well, and that's the thing right there. It's like just looking at them and see how they're going to match up over the next couple of days. I think they'll be okay. Alvarado, he didn't make me happy when he was in there pitching the other night. Duran, I mean, look, he's been doing okay, but they hit him. I mean, they can't hit him. It's not like they can't. I've seen teams that hit him a little bit, but he's the best closing entrance I've ever seen. My goodness, when I watch that guy, it's like amazing. It's like watching Gladiator back in the day,
It is pretty captivating seeing them come out. It really is. And if you're there live when he comes out, I mean, the crowd just goes bonkers. They really do. They just it's very very entertaining, very exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, lights go out. Also, the spotlights are blinking. Everyone holds their phone up, and so if you go onto the Major League app, they control your phone. They have your phone pulsing to the music.
They do?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, go on the MLB app. On the MLB app, you put under the Phillies, put like entrance or lights or something like that. They hold the phone up, and it's like going to what's the concert with the band who had that guy get in trouble. But they control your phone. So your phone's blinking according to them.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Schwarber gonna beat the home run record or what?
For the Phillies?
Yeah.
50 in a year?
What's he got now?
So he has 48, I think. 47? There's double check.
The record's 58, Ryan Howard.
58, okay. He'll break 50 for the season.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, that he will.
58. Man, I don't know. It's a lot. It's 10 more home runs in a month. I mean, don't be wrong. He does it, and he can do it. It really, 10 home runs. It's a good 2 weeks for him.
couple more games with four home runs, maybe.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, guys. Just so you know, in our new section right here, that past Phillies talk was sponsored by Energy System Service Incorporated. They're right here in Southern New Jersey. They do also New Jersey. If you have a problem with your HVAC or your heat, we are getting out of the heat season into the heater season. Give my friend Dan a call at Energy System Services, and he will be able to help you guys out. All you out there in straight shooter land. So give him a call. He has a lot of good things going on over there. Okay, so let's talk about the Eagles. Woo! All right, and what's coming up with them this week. We had a lot going on. It's almost game time. Let's talk about the Eagles. What's a lot going on with them this week, especially, they're going into the season, knock on wood, knock on whatever. They don't have many injuries right now going into the season. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, a lot of their stuff, the turmoil and everything that started. I'm sure that they didn't want to start the season with everything they got going on with Micah Parsons leaving and all that drama. I'm a little concerned about that tackle. I talked to Carey about this before the show started, and I'm concerned about the tackle that they got from Green Bay. I mean, let's see how he does against Steen. I think, Dallas, they might circle around, and we talked about that last time, how they might circle around each other and actually play harder. The Eagles, I don't think they're not the type of team that are like, not to use this term, but to smell themselves or make, feel, I think they're going to go in there and take care of business. I hope. It is Dallas. It is the first game of the season. There's a lot of hype. I think there's going to be a lot of energy when that game starts. But then once things settle down, I think they're going to do what they have to do, run the football the way they have to, and really get after it. That's really going to be the name of their game. It's been their name of the game the last year. And I think we'll be okay that way. But I want to get your guys' read. I'll go to Carey. We haven't heard from you in a while because me and Lump are talking Phillies. But what do you think?
I think the Cowboys have a lot of problems, man. A lot of problems.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm looking at their tackles, their starting tackles. Their right tackle, Terrence Steele, a couple years ago signed a 5-year, $82 million deal. And he's allowed since then, because he had a pretty good 2022 season, since then he's allowed 17 sacks over the last 2 seasons. That's your starting right tackle. Your starting left tackle was a rookie last year, Tyler Guyton. He finished second in the NFL with 18 penalties and gave up 6 sacks as a rookie. Probably gave up more, but that's what he's credited with. He's coming off a broken bone in his left knee.
Okay.
So, but supposedly he practiced this week and he's good to go. But how good to go is he? The tackles are going to see our defensive ends are going to see one-on-one situations against their tackles because you know, our defensive tackles are going to force double teams. So that's going to give Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt a lot to eat, man. They're going to eat. So
It's
that's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see, though. Go ahead, Lump.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, he's sneezing. All right. No, for me, it should be interesting to see exactly what's going to look like with those guys because, especially Hunt, and I think Hunt's going to come to play. Nolan Smith's going to come to play. Both those guys really came on the end of the year. From what I'm hearing, Ojomo, I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. He's coming along. He's having a great preseason. He's doing a lot of good things. I think that and that's one of those guys that you know are coming out of this camp that they feel that he actually has a really good chance to make an impact on the team, which is great. You know, I think that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be important because the Cowboys are going to pass a lot. They got Pickens and they got CD Lamb and they got Dak and they got Ferguson, so they are going to pass a lot. That pass rush has got to come through, and I think they will. I think Smith and Hunt are going to eat, and I think Jalen Carter is going to cause a lot of problems for him. You know, he's going up against a rookie, so
yeah. I mean, Carter, I think he's. Go ahead, Lump.
Ed, you're talking about practice. Back to the Cowboys. I have 2 opinions on the Cowboys. First is, it's kind of funny that Micah, who's been out of camp, 1 part of his contract, but 2 because he's been saying his back is injured, gets traded, signs a new contract, first day with a new team, practicing.
Yeah.
That could have been hurt. That could have been that bad. But
they cleared him to play.
Yeah,
he was cleared to play.
Here's the thing, and listen, I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan. I think the franchise is in shambles right now under bad leadership. Yeah. But I must question whether they're doing the right thing. So my personal view of the NFL is you need young players to win because once you get to a certain level, you have guys who are going to pay $30, $40 million. Here's an example. You have a quarterback making $5 million, first round draft pick. Okay, these pretty good. You know, other guys are getting paid $50 million. So that team with a rookie quarterback is $45 million to spend on other positions. So if you look at the Eagles from 2017, they picked up Chris Long, you know, on a cheap, you know, because they had a
these 1 year deals.
They picked up who was the running back from Miami.
Jay Ajayi.
They picked up guys, you know, because they could afford to.
The guy bumped too.
I always look at Dallas and think to myself, are they trying to obtain draft capital and get rid of some of the big contracts? And the next year or two, draft a quarterback, let Dak walk. That's when you have all these young kids, all these first rounders, he's always first round picks. And that's Howie's MO. Also, Dallas looks like they're doing the same thing. You know, maybe Dallas is doing the right thing with getting rid of Micah. And I'm a Micah fan. But in the future,
he could be. I mean, look, he's a great talent. You're absolutely right.
The way Jerry put it though, like they did it to fix the run game. You don't wait a week before the NFL season starts to finally fix your run game. You know, your run defense. That should have been done a while back.
Yep.
This trade should have happened a while ago. Jerry, it's a terrible way to do business, man. It just is. You think any free agents are going to want to sign there?
No, and the one thing I said was before, still a friend of mine this morning, was the same thing. You know, maybe the Dallas is doing the right thing. He said, but Howie and the Eagles, Jeffrey Lurie and the Eagles, They reward their players who are loyal. They, did they always rework contracts? Yeah. Like so someone said, yeah, poor Lane Johnson. He has this big contract, but every year they renegotiate. I said, yeah, but it's never less money. He's still going to get the same amount of money. It's just how it's divided out.
Yeah.
If it was a bad gig for the player, I understand that. There's an awful lot of free agents who want to come to Philadelphia. Awful lot of draft picks who want to get drafted by the Eagles. There's an awful lot of people who are fighting to get here,
right,
and not fighting to get other places.
This is what I think needs to happen in Dallas.
We've been blessed.
That's it.
Blow it up.
Yep, that's it. And then we can all sit back. I found it again, guys.
And you and your soundboard.
I know.
It sounds like dirt should be put over Jerry's grave. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. Well, I haven't found
Jerry's gonna live forever, man.
I know. That's good for us. That was like horrible when the Commanders got rid of Snyder. So
Yeah, but then they got bought by the Sixers owner, so
it's not that. It's not as horrible. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Give it time.
Oh, I know. All right, so let's do this. Let's get predictions. All right, so we're going to talk about predictions, fellas. What do we got on the Eagles-Dallas game? What are we predicting? And I'll write these down so we all have them.
Oh, boy.
Who wants to go first?
Good, Lump.
Eagles-Dallas? All my picks are just Eagles-Dallas.
Just Eagles-Dallas.
I have Eagles 38-23.
Wow, 38-23. Okay, I'm going to write this down. I said I was going to do it. Lump, 38-23 Eagles. All right. Carey?
I got it 31-13.
Eagles?
Yes. 31-13 Eagles.
All right. And you guys and out there in whatever land you're in, put your predictions below. I'm going to actually – oops.
Hey, I have Jimmy Two Guns prediction from Jimmy Two Guns.
I got excited.
Jimmy Two Guns predicts Dallas wins 50 billion to 0.
I got so excited there. My prediction is that the Eagles are going to win. I said the Eagles are going to win 41-24.
Whoa.
Yeah. That close?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the Eagles are going to win 41-24. I think they're going to come out and just blow them out of the water.
Yeah, if Dallas gets any points, it's going to be late mercy garbage time points.
Yeah, that's the only thing. If they do really well and they pull the offense or whatever, and then you got Tanner McKee or any of those other guys in there, second string guy, that's a different ball. But I mean, if they, I think it could be 41. I just feel like doing something different.
I can't picture it, man.
Gary. Actually, I liked your score out of all of them, even including mine. I like your score. I think that's actually a pretty good one.
Upset for the weekend. Look at upset. Yeah, it's an upset. The Chargers over the Chiefs.
Chargers over the Chiefs. Wow.
Yep, the Chiefs.
Yeah. All right, listen.
I say the new head coach brings new life into the offense.
Yeah. Well, listen. Thursday night. Guys, it's the big night. The night before, and 1 hour before that game starts, right there. Don't forget, we're coming back on the show Thursday evening, right here at Straight Shooter Sports. Make sure you guys, if those guys want to join our show, want to comment, like whatever, join us. We would love to have you on. Love to have you a part of the show.
7:30 Thursday.
7:30 Thursday. Okay, we do our show two nights a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30. So hopefully see you guys there. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening, and we will catch you on the backside, and we will say, go Birds.